Okay.
The Bible says, Genesis 3:5, and I'm reading out of the NIV right now. It says, "For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." So what he was talking about, he was talking to Adam and Eve, letting them know, hey, this is a tree of good, knowledge of good and evil. This is a tree of life. Hey, look, don't eat of this tree, because once you do, you will know. It says you will know. You will be like God, knowing good and evil. So number one, it tells us, it shows us that God is the truth. What he says is what he means. That's what that Bible, and I think a lot of us, when we think of God, and it's understandable, because he's like so not readily present. He's present with us, but not in the natural. So we sometimes don't really connect that he's real and that he's going to do what he says. But God tells us right there at the very beginning, I do what I say. So why is there suffering? Because God said in the garden, he explained plainly to Adam and Eve, once you eat of this fruit, you will know, be like God in this way. Because he already said, you're made in my image, in the likeness. But he said, in this way, you'll also be like me, knowing what's good and what's evil. And when they ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, they not only knew what was good, because God said he made on the first, second, third, fourth, it is good, it is good, it is good. Now they're going to know what is evil. Know intimately. So not just hear of, but he says you're going to know. You're going to have an intimate acquaintance, an intimate knowledge of what is good. And then an intimate, because we know when he uses it, when the word know in the Bible is used, Adam knew Eve, right? So you intimately had a level of relationship or intimacy, that you have known someone deeper, on a deeper level than a superficial. So we became to know suffering. We know the knowledge of good and evil, unfortunately. But God had made a way for us to come back to him. And after all of the suffering, we will have a time where we will have no suffering any longer. But God is so good, because in Ecclesiastes, he also uses it, just like Jacob. He says, what the enemy meant for evil, God meant